Hello everybody, this is Twin Flame. Today, I'm here to bring home to you the meaning of what you may not have thought about deeply. The topic I'll deal with today is viruses and microbes. They are not visible to us, but we definitely know they are living along with us. However, unless they are sometimes intimidating our lives by causing some serious diseases like nowadays, we do not pay attention to their lives. Today's message may allow you to think about how important and meaningful their existence is to themselves and also our lives. Also, I hope you further broaden your awareness of the dignity and divinity of living creatures through this presentation. Captain Udeka's message for today is the world of viruses and microorganisms. Let me get started. Viruses are creatures existing in a microscopic world, invisible to the human naked eye. Although invisible, viruses are conscious living creatures. Viruses are quasi-organisms created by the heaven for a special purpose and programmed to play a special role in the human body. Viruses have been created to deliver heavenly messages through organisms. Viruses are creatures halfway between life forms and non-life, created to deliver the high-dimensional consciousness of the heaven to lower-dimensional living creatures. All living creatures which can implement consciousness have their own spirit souls. All material creatures which can embody consciousness have their own spirit souls. Even angels, which are non-material beings that also implement consciousness, have their own spirit souls. Likewise, viruses are quasi-organisms that have their own spirit souls, so they can also implement consciousness. Surprisingly, the consciousness that the spirit souls of viruses implement is generally higher than that of human beings. However, the spirit souls of viruses do not evolve. They belong to the spirit soul group born to support the material world. The spirit souls of viruses can implement high-level consciousness, which is one of the reasons why cold viruses can control the immunity and vitality of organisms. The consciousness that the spirit souls of viruses implement is higher than those of plants, animals, and even human beings. Because the consciousness of the spirit souls of viruses is higher than that of living creatures, viruses can take the lives of other creatures. Viruses are created to control the immunity of living creatures. Viruses act as intermediary agents linking between the heaven and organisms. They are conscious life forms created to play the role that angels cannot perform in the human body. On the other hand, microorganisms are another group of living creatures that exist in a microscopic world, invisible to the human naked eye. Microorganisms, alternatively called microbes, are monocellular or multicellular, and they are also conscious living creatures that can think, which means that they also have their own spirit souls. The spirit souls indwelling microorganisms belong to the group of ascending spirit souls, each of which is in the journey to gain material experiences for its own evolution. In cosmic terms, the spirit souls dwelling in microorganisms are relatively newborn spirit souls that have not gone through their evolutionary journeys for a long time. They have just begun to experience how valuable and meaningful the life of sacrifice and service is for the first time. Existing in the forms of colonial spirit souls, they play an important role in maintaining the material world. In other words, the spirit souls of microorganisms, whose cosmic ranks are the fourth level of the 16th dimension or higher, take the forms of colonial spirit souls, which are the group of small-sized spirit souls formed through the splitting and differentiation of an original larger spirit soul in order to enter the bodies of the same species of microorganisms. The world of microorganisms is a broad spectrum of biokingdom composed of bacteria like E. coli, fungi like yeast, and diverse species of soil microbes. Microorganisms, which have cellular structures, can perform their own metabolism using their enzymes and subcellular biomolecules, and under optimal conditions, they can proliferate very rapidly. Microorganisms play an important role in maintaining the cycle of the natural ecosystem in the darkest places. They serve to convert organic molecules to inorganic forms in the darkest niche of the natural ecosystem. They are very invaluable creatures that provide good quality services to the grand universe by contributing to the metabolism of living creatures while existing in the darkest places. With microorganisms, plants can keep their lives and animals can maintain their vitality. Thanks to microorganisms, even human beings can maintain their vitality. Through the activities of microorganisms, other creatures that implement higher levels of consciousness can maintain their lives. Microorganisms are living creatures that are in their journeys to gain material experiences in the lowest and darkest places, accompanying you. Because of the good quality services provided by microorganisms, other life forms can lead their lives by enjoying their lives and amusing themselves. Microbes are very precious organisms that maintain the natural ecosystem in the darkest places, which no one acknowledges. On behalf of heaven, Captain Udeka sends a sense of deep appreciation to the colonial spirit souls of microorganisms that are doing services to other living creatures, including human beings, in the darkest and lowest places. In order to disclose the secret about viruses and microorganisms, I, Captain Udeka, leave this message as a record. October 13th, in 2020, Udeka wrote. His message was translated by Twin Flame. Thank you so much for listening.